Hey, it's Pastor Lindsay and my beautiful wife, Pastor Jody, and we're the campus pastors here at Oasis Church Ministry Center, as I'm sure you know by now. And we just want to welcome you to this part 2 Discover Oasis video. And we know you just got done hearing from Apostle Barney and how we got to Cattle Mills and about the glory of the Lord and him sharing a little bit of his heart about the move of God and the glory of God that's happening and coming here to this region and to this church. And we just want to piggyback off that and take you a little bit more into who we are as a church, our heart and our vision, and what God's doing here, and what we believe God is going to continue to do here and increase in. And our heart really bleeds for an outpouring of the Holy Spirit. We really genuinely believe and know confidently that God has a mandate on this house to be carriers of the glory of the Lord, to see a move of God come to this region, and for us to be a part of what God's going to do in East Texas and East DFW, and releasing and hosting the presence of God and releasing His presence. We love people, but we are a presence-driven church. We love you, but we understand in order for God to bring in a harvest of souls, that we have to host His presence. And we love the presence of the Lord. This is why we worship as long as we do at times. This is why we linger in His presence. This is why we give so many altar calls, is because we're making space for the presence of God to dwell and set people free, see people get delivered, for miracles, signs, and wonders to be released and break out into people's lives, to partner with people in their lives, in their marriages, their families, their children. We believe there's a third great awakening that's rumbling right now in our nation, and we're going to see the glory of the Lord come to America, and we get to be a part of it. There's a remnant that God's raising up in this hour, and Oasis Church Ministry Center and Oasis Church, even with our Garland campus, is we are a part of what God's doing in this time, in this nation. We're a part of the remnant. So it's an honor to be a part of that. It's an honor to be a part of this move that God is birthing and releasing. And He wants to birth it through you, and we want to invite you to be a part of what God is doing here. And so we love every other church in the community, but we also understand there's a specific assignment and mandate on this house to release a move of the Holy Spirit, to host the glory of the Lord and host His presence. And as we do, God's going to bring in a harvest of souls that you and I get to be a part and be laborers in and discipling and pouring our lives into. And with every move of God, there starts a sound. There's a sound that happens oftentimes, I should say, with every move of God. And I want my wife to take a moment and speak into the sound that I'm sure at this point you've heard our church release. So babe, why don't you speak into that for a moment?
Well, there's a few unique things about Oasis Church, and one of them is that we believe that God has placed a mandate on the house to be a type of trumpet, a type of sound released into the community and into the region. And you're at this point, you're watching Discover Oasis videos, you're joining our church family, and so you've probably been to enough of our services to see that we don't shy away from intercession, the heart cry of prayer. We don't shy away from high praise and releasing a shout, releasing a dance, releasing a sound. And we really believe that this is a crucial part to what God is going to birth in this movement. And the biggest thing that I want you to know about this is that it's not just about us or a handful of our staff or just a few men or women that are called to release this sound. We really believe that this sound is going to come through the body. And so we feel strongly that our mandate and our mission is to equip you and to help you release your voice, find your voice. Maybe you've had a muzzle on in the past and it's time to remove that and take that off. Part of our job is going to be to partner with you as you dig in and get rooted here in this ministry and find your sound and be a part of this birthing with us, be a part of what God is releasing. So that's one of the very unique characteristics about this ministry is the sound. Another is, Pastor Lindsay already briefly mentioned this, but we are contending and believing for the supernatural ministry of Jesus to manifest itself here, not just on occasion, not just for a special revival night, but we are seeking that God would dwell here and that His glory would be here. That has tangible effects with it. We believe that miracles are going to be the norm here. We believe that signs and wonders, supernatural events and occurrences are going to be normal. We believe that deliverance is just going to be a regular part of this ministry, and it really is. That's already beginning, but we know that God has more in store. And the third unique characteristic that I would say is really important for you to know as you're getting to know our heart is that we really have a heart to see the generations come together. There's a lot of instances in the Bible. I don't have time to go through the specifics in this video, but there's a lot in the Bible where we see the older generations and the younger generations partnering together to build together. We have strengths that every generation can offer. The children have a strength of childlike faith. The middle age group has strength of building and running fast and going after it. The older generation has a strength like wisdom and prayer. And so we want to see all the generations come and birth this move of God together. So it doesn't matter what season of life you're in. There's a place for you here. You belong here. And we just want to say we love you. We're excited to get to know you more, and you get to know us more. And welcome to the Oasis family.